What is up, YouTube? Today is day 28 of uploading every single day in 2026. Today I want to talk about living a life you are proud of. So, the past 4 weeks now, can't believe 2025, already almost a month in. Past 4 weeks, I have been living a life I am very, very proud of. I have been talking to people that I absolutely love hanging out with, socializing more. I've been pursuing the hobbies and activities that I enjoy. I have been trying to get started on my career in carpentry. I had a job interview today and I think it went really well for a construction company. And yeah, like, my advice is that I think if you have a dream, you gotta go and try and achieve it. And I think the bigger the dream, the better, because like the more it'll pay off. It'll be harder for sure, but it'll pay off so much more. Like, and I feel like I don't want to like diss anyone. Like, I'm not targeting this to anyone. I mean, I am, but not like to anyone I know specifically. Just like in general, I think a lot of teenagers, me included sometimes, we put a lot of our effort into people rather than into things. And the bad thing about doing that is that if you put your effort into a person, so like for most times it's going to be like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or even just your friends in general. If you put all this time and effort into other people, you might never get anything back. You might, you'll get some fun and fulfillment, but it won't be the same kind of fulfillment that you can get from a certain thing, like your career. Now, I'm not saying only focus on your career or only focus on whatever. Like, if you're religious, this can be like a big thing or whatever. And I would say to focus, instead of just focusing on like, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Now, obviously, if they become something more and, it's like 3-year relationship and, you propose and it's like, it's going to be wife and husband, then obviously, you're going to put more effort into that. But usually it's just like a couple months kind of thing. And you're just like putting all this time and effort or whatever. It's only a couple weeks and it's like, you still need to focus on what you want to do in life, because the thing is, like in an empty room, you and this one person, like if you don't really do anything else other than just kind of hang out with them, like then where are you really going in life with them? Just nowhere, kind of, So you have to kind of figure out what you want to do. You got to follow a dream, follow some sort of North Star. And there can be multiple dreams that you have, multiple passions. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people will have more of like one big goal, or maybe a couple really big goals, or just like smaller goals. And when I say dream big, I mean dream big, something that'll take decades, not just obviously it's good to have smaller goals. But personally, I think in terms of decades a lot of the times, not just, I do think obviously in terms of like a couple months or just literally day by day, but I think it's good to have decade-long goals, decade-long ambitions that you want to achieve over the course of your entire life, because, you're not going to be able to plan out your entire life, but it's good to kind of know what direction you want to go in. And obviously that's not always clear, because things can change and you just might not know what you want, and that's fine. But instead of just kind of complaining about not having a purpose, start looking. Sometimes the purpose is looking for purpose, and when you're looking for purpose, generally speaking, do not look for purpose in other people, because these other people, they're doing their own thing. They have their own emotions. They're not going to be able to give you everything you want. It's kind of selfish to put, your purpose in somebody else, at least at the first stages. Obviously, once you, like I said, become like more than just a couple and like, wife, husband, whatever, then that's different. But in the beginning stages of a relationship, or even just friendship for that matter, putting like, making that your purpose, obviously put effort into that, but don't make it like your lifeline to talk to this person or whatever, and that'll honestly save so much like sadness and even depression, if you like don't like kind of obsess over this person or whatever. So it really can help, and it's hard because sometimes, especially in like those good moments, like you can, like the highs can get really high and it can be like, wow, this is amazing, I love talking to this person, whatever. But you just gotta, and then the lows can get really low though. So that's the problem. You kind of want to balance that out. You want to find that balance of where it's like, I enjoy talking to this person, but like I don't need to obsess over them. I don't need to, whatever. So yeah, personally, I think that the best thing you can do is try and find some sort of hobby. So like write down everything you enjoy, but it cannot be a person. And whatever you write down, try and do more of those things. Or it might just be like, it's probably going to be more than one thing. Try and do more of that thing, whatever it is. But it cannot be a person. It cannot be people. Okay? It has to be some sort of like activity or hobby. So like you might say, I enjoy listening to certain music, so listen to that music more. Like there's nothing wrong with consuming. Obviously, overconsumption is bad, but I feel like a lot of people have gotten to the point where even just consumption feels guilty. But consumption is normal. We eat food. It's not bad to eat food. It's only bad when you eat too much food. So it's not bad to scroll. It's only bad when you over scroll, or you have too much junk food, have too much of the certain bad thing, or whatever, the bad habit. So you want to find that balance. And for some people, finding no balance and being extreme is better for them. That's just the way it is. But in my opinion, I feel like it might be that way for like a couple years, but then eventually over time they'll kind of find more of a balance. It's possible to be extreme, but it's not sustainable all the time, and it's very you have to figure it out for yourself. You can't really figure that out from a book or from a YouTube video or from a freaking whatever podcast. Like I don't know, you got to figure it out for yourself. You got to put in the work and kind of see where things are at in your own life to know exactly how you need to manage your time and manage your hobbies and activities and all that. But for me, like I have 6 or 7 main things that like I'm kind of doing right now. So mainly 6, and then the 7th is like kind of an extra thing. It's kind of a surprise, but I'll still keep it a surprise. But so the things is writing my book, so editing right now, but writing technically because I'm writing the second draft. Geometry Dash, YouTube, socializing, calisthenics, oh crap, wait. What? YouTube, Geometry Dash, editing, socializing. What? Oh, yeah, carpentry, and then piano. So right now I'm learning a song on the piano. I'm not going to say what song it is because it's a surprise, but it'll be very special. Okay, that was kind of awkward. Like, I forgot about carpentry. But the thing is, right now, carpentry, today it was a pretty big kind of thing I worked towards because I had a job interview. But some days, it's more on the low end. And some days, like, I don't play Geometry Dash. Some days I don't write. In February, my goal is to write 1,000 words a day minimum. So I will be writing every day, and I'm trying to build that consistency. But You know, some days I just don't. Some days I do more. And it's just like, I'm not trying to do the max I can for all 7 of these things, like every single day, trying to do all of them an hour a day or 2 hours a day. Like, chill out. You know, you have time. People on the internet will say you are running out of time. By next year, the Matrix is going to close. You won't be able to become successful anymore. You are going to die. You are going to die broke. You are never going to be able to succeed. Like, don't listen to those people, okay? You have time. Now, obviously, I'm not saying go and freaking scroll, go party and waste your life away and blah, 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 you know? And there's nothing wrong with doing those inherently, but it's just, it depends on where the fulfillment is leading. If partying is fulfilling, then honestly, that's probably the best life for you to live. You know, if that's just the way it is, that's the way it is. Like, but if there's some sort of itch to become better, to become something different, then, you know, and there's like that misalignment, then you gotta figure out a way to become more aligned. And things change over time, so that alignment is always changing. So that's just human nature. But yeah, that is my advice to, you know, live a life you're proud of. So that is it for today, day 28 of uploading every single day in 2026. I hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget to follow your dreams. Bye.